Hey collective, this is really juicy, okay? Because I'm talking to somebody who is really, really awakened and there's no holding you back now. There's absolutely no stopping you moving forward and oh, it's nice. This is a really, really gorgeous energy. I do like to say thank you quite frequently when the viewer gives me really high vibes and that is you today. Anyone engaging with this reading, this is confirmation of major ascension in your life. I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot in the middle, and on the sides I'm using my TV Tarot decks, first and second edition, made by me, the Hermitologist, Clairvoyant, Intuitive Reader. The Truman Show represents the Tower card, and the Anna Show represents the High Priestess. Now, this is masculine and feminine energy combined. We're going to talk about the sleep patterns you have, the nightmares, the visions, the clairvoyance you're having during sleep state. Welcome aboard. But we're going to talk about the intuition, the secret underhanded operations that you've been up to, the revenge. We're going to talk about the others. We're going to talk about the ex, and I don't even want to say ex-boyfriend. One of you, really manipulative, sinister ex-boyfriend, but majority of you, that ex-bestie, that ex-best friend, that lying, cheating, stealing bastard, yeah, that one. We're going to talk about them. Not only that, I'm looking at a mother, a manager, a lawyer, an associate, yeah. I want to say caravan site, yeah. I had a story about a caravan site in a earlier reading. I believe it was the Homeland TV show on the cover. So go and check that out. Maybe the one before that. There's a lot that's gone on here. Oh no, it was the Black Mirror and the Maze Runner TV show. There's something in that for someone here. Something in that about individual differences, a mother who has blocked your blessings regarding your race, your generational curse. I'm connecting with someone. This is a rare message and personal. We're going to get back to the main story, but this is really, really strong about a mother who has blocked their child's blessings for many, many years, preventing their child from connecting with their other side of their family, their true lineage. So if you're mixed race, for example, your mum has blocked you connecting with the opposite side of your family, a whole culture and race you've been disconnected from, which is a big part of your identity, and you could have felt empty and lost without knowing that. I speak about black and white as an example over there, and colorism as an example over there, and that indeed was the Maze Runner and Black Mirror cards on the cover. So go and dig that out, go over there. But right here with you, someone's walked out of that paradigm where you've been torn by two elements of self. This is the yin and yang channel. Listen to this. I've never once explained this channel to any of you guys yet. Welcome aboard, people. Get comfy. This channel with this yin and yang symbol and the alien in the middle, it doesn't just talk about light and dark, yin and yang, shadow and light, love and hate, angel and devil, God and Lucifer. We don't just pull on every single paradigm of polarity available. We don't just look at the spectrum left and right. We spin it and find our unique identity in the tiniest parts of self. That's the alien in the middle. Because we need a little bit of black in the white and a little bit of white in the black to be all right. We have male and female, but everybody still carries XY chromosome. And you could have been a male, you could have been a female. It was only when things started to mix and meld did we discover what sex you were during the first trimester of pregnancy. And this is the story today. We're talking about your evolution. So many people have been sleeping on you. You were sleeping on you. And at some point on the journey, you woke up. When you woke up, you realized that the life that you was living was fake. The people around you weren't genuine. I don't even want to go into the Truman Show and what it means to me. Because when I first made this deck in 2018, I was really broken still by the Truman Show ideology. When I watched the Truman Show, the part of the Truman Show where he hits the backdrop of clouds and the boat hits it and it just becomes paper. And in that very moment, he realizes that this isn't real. This is an illusion. This is all staged. I remember how young I was when I first watched that. I remember how much that scene makes me cry. This is the first time ever in my life, and I'm now 37, that I'm sharing that scene with you and I'm not crying. That's how traumatic I felt watching that scene back. He's fighting against the water elements, and the director, producer, the whole cast and the viewers are all watching, and they're like, more water, more waves, more wind, more. He's getting closer to discovering that this shit isn't real. He's had inklings over and over again. Why is my wife acting like she's in the middle of a commercial in the front room? This is for breakfast. Would you like this cereal? Oh my goodness, this is the greatest brand of all. And it's getting broadcasted to everyone, but it's not real life. This is giving me social media influencers. This is giving me people in romantic relationships that are not genuine. This is giving me the high profile couple that have just recently broken up, that were together since school days, and they've got millions of subscribers on YouTube and TikTok, and they're going through divorce now, and they share their whole family lives online, but supposedly he had an affair. I can't remember their names now, but that's what I'm talking about. Someone's woken up to a massive element of deception in their lives. Some of you, it's the family that's been around you. There is someone really, there was, I want to say is and was. Some of you guys have just gotten away, right? Some of you guys have, I hope you've all seen Truman Show. If you haven't, you're going to have to watch it, and you're going to have a breakdown and cry when you apply it to your life and you realize that this is the tower moment in your fucking life. Because once you realize and you finally hit that blue backdrop and realize that clouds aren't fucking real, it literally is a backdrop of clouds put there. And then he sees the stairs and he walks up the stairs and actually exits the fake reality he's been living in. That's what some of you guys are awakening to. But the hardest revelation is once you go out the door, you're going to have PTSD. You're going to be overwhelmed. You're still going to have to heal from the trauma of realizing everything that's your past is now fake, and you've got to realize it's over, and you're going to miss these toxic people, because at that point all you knew was toxicity, right? So there's a lot of shifts and awakening. I'm looking at a brother, yeah? I'm looking at a spy, a divergent individual. Oh, it shows me that you're at the stage of the cycle now where you've broken the curse, you've moved away from the darkness, and you have identified as divergent, that unique individual. You are a crusader in your own right, yeah? In the past when you were doing this, she was Anna. Anna's a spy, top agent, undercover. No one sees her, hears from her. Welcome to the Hermit channel. You are the hermit in the story. Sick energy we're dealing with today. I love this narrative, because not only have we seen how genuine you are at the core as the Truman Show, you shared a lot of your life online. You could have been doing vlogging, blogging, videos. You could have a blog post. You could share memories. You could be writing your memoirs. You could be a high profile celebrity with all your life online. It gives me Kai Sennett, who's just shifted from being a streamer full time, sharing his whole life in his house, to shifting into fashion and reading books and switching it up. I love the shift that Kai's making in his career now, because although streaming is a massive thing and that's been all of his net worth and money, there's got to be more to life than that. And he's mastered that element, and he spends most of his time in the house doing streams. He's got to be fucking bored and sick out of his head of just repeating that same narrative. He needs to escape that world, right? Which is an amazing world he's made for himself, but he's got to go somewhere else. But now, everyone who followed Kai, for example, streaming is the way, I want to grow up and I want to be like Kai. Now Kai's got the biggest numbers, Kai's rich, I've got to be like him. I see a divergent individual here who is also following Kai's playbook. This is just the example. So somebody's following your playbook, right? Studying your moves, trying to not only get one up on you, get revenge on you, be better than you. Like, there's competition. Because now someone's like, oh, I've seen how they've escaped. Oh, I've seen how they've done it. Oh, this person isn't in hiding anymore. Oh, this person is coming out of hermit mode. Now I need to study them. So be aware, people will be trying to rip you off. People will be stalking you. People will be studying your every single move. People will be using you as like algebra, formula, equation, code. People will be coding you up as AI. Yeah, especially if you're a celebrity, people will be using your likeness. People will be using your quotes. People will be using your phrases. A lot of people will not act like they got it from you if you're not well recognized enough. But if you are well recognized enough, they'll give you the credit for it. That's how it always works. If you're really out there, they'll be like, oh my God, this person said this person said this, oh, I got this quote from this person. If you're seen as a nobody because your numbers are not out there, they'll just outrightly steal it and act like it's theirs and ride the train of that. But there is very, very deceptive energy where someone sees you're getting away and you're divergent and they are really wanting to stop you. They don't want to see you succeed. This is one person from your past, and this is one person that was incredibly close to you. Someone's turned their back and accepted that they've lost out. They've accepted justice. Someone has gracefully bowed out and gone, that's my karma. I fucked up. I lost this person. I made a mistake. I'm going to need to go and work on me. I don't even want to look at this anymore. It hurts me to know the truth. Another person wants revenge. Yeah? They want revenge so badly that they're desiring to come towards you and catch you unawares. Like someone wants to rip you off. Someone wants to cut you out of a deal. Someone is craving any opportunity in the future to get you. I want to look at that a little bit more because they seem so far away from you. Like, this person's so stupid. This is how it looks to me, okay? You've just escaped the Truman Show. You've walked out, up the stairs, out of the doorway. It's done. But this person's still casted in the Truman Show. This man with the gun here in the Anna image is looking at me. And he's like, no, I'm going to take on this role now. I'm going to take on this show. I'm going to take on this show and I'm going to get so good at this show. And then I'm going to sneak up on this person in the Truman Show. I'm going to sneak up on Truman and then take the win. So someone thinks by copying you in your life and being like you and outdoing you, that they're going to catch up with you and rip you off or pull you down. It's giving me Kanye West, pulling up and saying to Taylor Swift, no, you shouldn't have won that. It should have been Beyonce. But Kanye just said what he felt. This person outrightly feels like they're going to have the power to pull up and give the award to Beyonce and cancel Taylor Swift. Like, this person wants to cancel you. This person's trying to be king of cancel culture. This person is so gluttonous for cancelling, so gluttonous for destruction, so gluttonous for anyone who is in the spotlight that they will do whatever they can to tear them down. This is someone around you. I keep bouncing between the Truman example and even the Kai example. I'm getting sucked into the story. This is about you. So I'm calling you Truman and I'm calling you Kai. Stay with me, because now I'm calling you Anna. Give me a minute, because I'm getting all the names flying in. I'm going, your name could be Jim. Your name could be Kerry. Your name could be Lucy, Lisa, Leon. Your name could be Anna. All these names on any of these cards could be linked to you. So take that in. Sasha, Luke. Who else we got here? Murphy, Mirren, Helen. Take all these names in. Take all these images in. You see, this is synchronicity. This is the cold Jung of tarot at its finest, people. But let's get back to Anna. Because what's so beautiful with this energy as the High Priestess is not only does the High Priestess outdo anyone who tries her, she's also, with the Anna card, a hermit. Anna's a spy. Have you seen Anna? Anna's a spy. She's undercover. Furthermore, Anna's a double agent. Metaphors only here, guys. Chill. FBI, CIA, NSA, the whole load of you. If you're over here, remove my fucking shadow ban. How about that? If you're going to pull up, remove the blanket. Sorry, guys, don't mind me just cussing Gov on the other end of the line thinking they're going to get some juice. Go back to your freedom of information, classified intelligence that you won't release, guys. Don't mind me, guys, I'm always fighting with the corporations in real life. My goodness. Okay, the spiritualists must be freed from the chains that we are held under when we speak light and truth into the world. Anna. Intuition, on point, double agent. Listen, this is important. I'm getting sidetracked. But this is important because what is showing me here, clear as blood clot day, is the only reason you managed to make it out of the Truman Show was by playing dumb, playing stupid, by playing double agent. You had no choice. You've been at severe risk because this man with the gun in the front, he has been hunting you down. And that could be the devil. That could be an uncle, a father, a sister, a brother. That could be an alien in the mind, yeah? So that could be some kind of Trojan, some sickness, some psychological warfare. This could be a predator, an abuser from the past. This could be someone who was doing illegal activity. Alien means a lot of different things, yeah? And I'm learning on the channel about the grey areas and the words I use, and I'm fascinated about how Spirit is teaching me to come forward and speak on stuff. Because they tell me, when I say alien, they're like, you understand that alien has many different meanings across every single sector and industry. And in some cases, it's a really disgusting term. And, a lot of people don't believe in aliens anyway as extraterrestrial, but there's a lot of disgusting layers to it as well. Grey areas refers to paedophiles, it refers to crimes, it refers to illegal immigrants. So when I advocate for aliens, I have to be aware that, we're not advocating for the dirty, sick pedos, rapists, serial killers, sex offenders in the Epstein generation. We're definitely not advocating for that. But it brings us close enough to the line to go, hold on, there is sickness here that we need to look at. And this is what this channel has slowly started to become. So I guess that God and the divine has been preparing me to prepare all of you guys, because I like to be the most authentic reader I can be. And what the divine keep giving me lately, especially with the readings that are coming out as through TV tarot, the divine's going, no, we're using some really heavy stuff, some some heavy like psyop kind of content that would come from these TV shows, and we're breaking it down, because as much as we don't want to talk about pedophiles, sex offenders, traffickers, abusers, gun crime, all kinds of crime, although we don't want to talk about all of these things, although we don't want to talk about war, although we don't want to talk about depression, suicidal ideation, mental health, low vibration, sickness, being trapped, and we just want to say love and light, namaste. The sun card in tarot means happy. We live in the blood clot real world, and in this blood clot real world, there are some real blood clot, bad mind, evil, dark, demonic, lying, sinful, evil motherfuckers out here, and more time. They're in the nest with you. They're lying in the bed with you. They're surrounding you like a herd of zombies trying to eat your fucking brains. So that's why we're here today. Because I'm connecting with a collective that have awoken to that. You're in the new world. You have woken up. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry you woke up here. I woke up here too. And when I woke up and I looked around and I saw that we was in the middle of an apocalypse and a lot of people around us were walking dead, I was fucked in the head for a while. Because once you go through that consciousness shift, once you get enlightened, once you evolve spiritually, go and look into Neo-Darwinism. Understand the genetics and evolution of the self still in this lifetime. That is what we refer to and link to the dimensions of consciousness. Some of us evolve and some of us grow. We all grow. Healthy, fit, grow. You've gone from the age of 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50. You're growing. Your hair's growing, your nails growing, your feet are growing. Yeah? Your body's growing. But are you evolving? The people around you aren't evolving. They don't know how to evolve. Only the divergent know how to evolve. And now, after all this time, you have outed yourself as divergent, which was the right choice for you to make. But you didn't do it straight away, because if you did, you would have been killed, maimed, attacked. See a really evil person, a manager as well. Like I see an executive and I see you working for someone who would have teared you down, yeah, and made sure you didn't get the promotion or you didn't get the job. You was never going to make it under this manager. You was never going to get a chance. I'm getting like Cruella de Vil energy. And someone has to take her seat. It even gives me Anna Wintour. Like, who is going to step up and take Anna Wintour's job when she finally steps back and steps away? Do you get what I mean? It's that kind of energy. And it's kind of like, you know, you're not going to get that opportunity. You know, you want a really good opportunity. So you're going to have to sidestep the most powerful person in charge and go to one of the doors that are open. But you're going to have to do it undercover. Like, it's someone skirting around the manager and using their other leverage and opportunities they have to get another, high profile job, because this person's in a really high position already. You're in a very high position, or you were in a very high position, and you had to move really silently and carefully along the corridors to get into the next room that you belong in, because this person was trying to blackball you, blacklist you, block you out. Yeah. A lot of evil people will try and block your blessings. And every time someone has tried to block my blessings, family, friends, employers, when they've tried to outrightly block me, I don't fit in, I don't belong, they don't like me, they don't like my personality, that I'm too outspoken, I'm too confident, I'm not well enough behaved, I'm divergent in a world full of conformists. I don't belong. They know it, and they will block you. In every case I've been blocked, God has just elevated me higher. God has told me since the start of time, if you just be you, no matter what you do, in any single instance, you be honest, you be true, and you be exactly who you are, I promise you win. That's what God said to me. So all my life, good and bad, no airs, no graces, cringy, embarrassing, lonely, depressed, laughed at, bullied, mocked, undermined, made to feel stupid, looked at, observed, misjudged, misunderstood. Yeah? I just did what God said. Keep being you. Keep being you. Keep being you. Doesn't matter. At least you're being honest. At least you are being honest. Doesn't matter what they say. At least you're being honest. At least you're being who you really are. And because of that, I've just ascended again and again. While these individuals that have tried to tear me down are only growing. And they can't understand how I evolve again and again. And it's because of them. Every time they bring their demonic, dark, devil energy towards me to tear me down, God has to step in. And God scoops me up in his hands and lifts me up higher up the tree of life. My child, let me lift you from the hell dimension they're trying to tear you down. Darling, Lucifer's close again. Quickly, my child. Father steps in. So I want you to know Father will step in for you again and again. Some of you have an evil mother. And Father steps in and lifts you out of it. And I'm talking metaphorical Father. For some of you have an evil mother and your mother Gaia comes in, scoops you up, lifts you out. Or you lost your mother and your mother in spirit comes in, lifts you up and out. Every time you have a father, just you and your father, and every time your demonic father comes, in comes Mother Gaia, lifts you up, higher up on that tree of life. Go and look at the tree of life, go and look at the layering of it. And go and understand how spiritually you ascend. Some of you on a spiritual journey now, you're tapping in and you're going to need to look at the dimensions of consciousness, and you're going to need to look at the tree of life and the steps on that tree of life. This is the 7D channel. We are the masters of the 7D. If you've been lost a long time on your journey, guys, welcome aboard. The 7D is about unification. So I'm connecting with a collective who may seem slow, may seem delayed, may have ADHD, autism, additional needs, may process things in an alternative, unique way, have different clairsentient gifts and abilities. Check out hermitology.me for the comic over there on the press page. And there's a lot of music and amazing stuff over there as well for anyone who is really neurodivergent and does a lot of different things. You can check out hermitology.me and see exactly how I function and why I am the way I am today, okay? As a result, let me take a breath. Let me have a sip of water because I am on one. The unification of the 7D talks about your internal and external merging together, that yin and yang symbol again, isn't it? To create that alien, that unique version of you, that true, because we talk here about alienism. And we talk about the construction of neural pathways, cognitive function, the brain, how you process information. Have you noticed that nowadays more and more people have ADHD, more and more people have simple, smaller diagnoses because humanity and the clinical field don't know how to process all of these new functions and the way in which we're operating as human. So they're throwing out diagnosis left, right and centre, but they don't really know what is going on because they haven't actually done the research in current day, and they're not really having any new discoveries. Why? Because they still don't want to acknowledge us. Who? The divergent individual, the one they're trying to keep suppressed using the DSM-5 TR. The spiritual ones. Why is there not a network that is more recognized and well known and in the clinical or scientific field that supports the clairvoyant? Because we're real. I see dead people. It's a really old movie. The Sixth Sense is real. Why are we not studying it? Why is it not something that is an established field of research that is well funded and supported? Why are people like us separate and shunned and withdrawn from science, institution and worldly things, the global reality, the money and that kind of life? Why do we all stay away, choosing to be poor and have less? Because any one of us who claims to be this way is looked down upon, shunned, mentally ill, confused, lost, could never be real. The skeptics are winning. The skeptics are winning. And the skeptics are the same ones watching Truman in the Truman Show. Whilst Truman is the divergent individual dying to escape a reality he just knows is unjust. From birth, he's been put into a reality that is fake as fuck. And the top of the chain, no. The government and authority, no. That's why I called out the NSA, CIA, FBI today. That blanket ban is not going to move, is it now? But that's why, because they know. The people at the top of the chain know how our neurocognition really works, how our brain really functions. Look how long Freud was around for. Hegel, Carl Jung, Erik Erikson, Brodford Brunner, Piaget, Vygotsky. Some of the greatest developmentalists and theorists of our time have identified how our brain functions and what is really going on this planet. We've already spoke about neo-Darwinism. Darwin has spoken about our evolution. What are we doing about it, people? Nothing. That's why we move in silence. And when we do step up and own it, we're hunted. That's why we have to weaponize our intuition. And I love what this channel's becoming, and I'm going to work a lot harder to balance out the heavy connotations in some of this stuff. Like the fact that Anna's got guns is quite alarming and scary to me, because it's quite intimidating to have these conversations when you don't know what motherfuckers listening on the other end. This is a non-violent channel. No guns here, please, people. Put your firearms down. Even if you are in a state where it's legal. I'm from the UK, we don't do that. But the guns in this, our weapons are spiritual, psychological. Our weapons are mindful, masterful, conscious. They're gifts from God. And that's even still a war phrase. Now we're really screwed on this channel. Because on the journey, I learned that advocating for peace was still a gung-ho narrative, because some people want war. Imagine I built everything at hermitology.me and all of my businesses and everything I do here, everything I'm building, for the rest of my life on this planet. It came from me just wanting to advocate for peace more in all walks of life and all the areas that I was studying and coming from. It came from well-being and mindfulness. I didn't know it was going to turn into such a war vibration on the polarity, because there's spirituality we advocate for, but some people hate Christianity, some people hate Islam, some people hate Hinduism. People hate other religions. They think their religion's best. So me advocating for all religions is going to create rife in the community. When I speak about God in my way, other people get in their feelings because they have their own view about God. And although I'm saying, no, it's peaceful, it's fine, they still build resentment. LGBTQ, gay, non-binary, queer, transgender, non-binary, loads of people hate them as well. These people just want to be at peace with who they are and dress in the way in which they want to. People hate it. There's wars about it. Civil unrest. Yeah? I am mixed. Yeah? White family, black family, I think it's a beautiful thing. Some people are pro-black, some people are pro-white. They cannot stand the idea of races mixing. They hate it. They will call you a dilute. Someone called me a dilute. Yeah, I got called a dilute. You are nothing but a dilute. Somebody who has been diluted from the true colour that you were given, your true heritage. Yeah. A white person said in the comments to me, I'm more related to your nan than you are. And that's my white nan, right? And they were like, no, because I'm white, I'm definitely more related to your white nan than you are. It's just like, my gosh, the hatred's so real. So I'm connecting with someone who has been hidden for a real lengthy window of time because of this. And it's tragedy. I shouldn't really laugh. It's really, really sad as well. I'm getting the song in my head. Tragedy! Because it is a tragedy to know that we are in a world with so much hatred and so much sadness and so much bitterness and resentment for you just being who you are. Because once again, someone's leaving this fake world, stepping into the real world, and there are at least 2 people who are following behind you. But they can't leave where they are. They don't even know how to get out. It's like someone's escaped the Matrix and other people are watching and they're going to try to escape by just sitting there waiting. Do you know what? It's even worse than that. The vision I just got in my head, yeah, Oh, should I say it or not? Yeah, okay. This is how it's being shown to me. It's like you was in a trap house. Yeah, we're getting a little bit ghetto with it. You was in a trap house whipping whipping up that cocoa in the trap house, yeah? But then suddenly you've got word on the phone that the police are coming. There's going to be a massive raid. Get out, get out, get out now. Yeah. And the other person's going, no, it's the other two people that are in there whipping it up and saying, no, it's not true. No, it's not true. It's not going to happen. And that you was like, no, I'm taking it as a sign. I'm spiritual now. Something bad's going to happen. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. So you've flown the nest. You've gone. You've removed yourself. You said, I'm never coming back. I'm quitting. Drop me out. All the money you have, all my parts in it, keep it. I want out. I want to never see you lot again. I want to hear nothing about this again. You've flown the nest. And then something after that has happened. So what I get is an incident where maybe the house that you was in that you escaped didn't get raided, but the house next to it did. And now it's too close to comfort for these people, or another house got raided. Wherever they weren't caught is the thing. These people, a house got raided after you said it was going to get raided, but they didn't get caught. But now they're back in the trap and they're sitting there waiting for you to come back in. And they're just sitting there stroking their pistol or stroking their gun. And they're just waiting for you to come back in so they could shoot you, metaphorically speaking. The crime in this world's awful. God forbid it be real. But the funny thing about it is, they've already got raided. They didn't get arrested. But they're sitting there with their pistol. So they're sitting there with intent to do harm. They're sitting there like Billy Big Bollocks, waiting for something to happen for them. And they're like, yeah, they're going to come back. Yeah, they're going to come back. They're coming back. They're glorifying like the trap house is the place to be. Like you walked out and left. They nearly got caught. Someone got caught. They lost something around them. One of your truth, your prophecy, your spiritual awakening, your inner knowing, you identified something. I can't give you another example. We'll stick with the trap house. But if you could see that as a metaphor and pull it to the left or right, take it and run with it. Because there's something here about you predicting or foreseeing something. You prophesizing something and saying, I'm out. No, I'm out. And they didn't get caught. Something happened, but they didn't get caught. So they've just gone, nah, that's dodgy. Nah, they set us up. Nah, that's a trap. No. Wait till he comes back. Because you know he's going to come back for his stuff. There's no way he's going to leave us with these keys. We'll wait. Because when he comes back, I'm going to shook him up. When he comes back, I'm going to bad him. Like, that's the energy I get. Like, someone's on smoke. Like, yeah, he's going to have to come back to the trap for this. Because he quickly bailed out, left us. Imagine we got caught. We nearly got done for that. Luckily, we didn't get done. But watch, he's going to come back. He's going to need to eat again. He's going to starve again. Like, these men are so stupid. These people are so dumb, yeah? They don't know any reality out beyond the Truman Show. Imagine you've left the Truman Show. You've walked out the door. They're waiting for you to come back. And they're locked and loaded. Like, the thing is, they're sitting there on deck chairs. Like, they're sitting on deck chairs with their firearms just waiting for you to pull up. So they can shook you. And it's not even like they're going to shoot you or do anything. Because they're pussies in real life. They're not going to do anything. They're just waiting. They're waiting like, oh, when he pulls up, oh, he's going to feel stupid. I'm going to make him know he ain't getting this back. He could never take this from man. And he ain't coming back. He's never coming back again. He's gone for good. He's rich and prosperous. He's clean and aligned. God's got his back. You will never see him or hear him again. Ugh. Can we leave that vibration now? My goodness, 40 minutes. Can you believe this conversation? Lord of mercy, what kind of collective do I have on the line? You better hit like and describe your situation in the comments whilst you also hit subscribe. Woosah. We haven't even done the Rider-Waite. Can you believe this? Now, when we look at the Rider-Waite, I could cry because this is a revelation. Because we're going to stick with the energy of someone walking away from the trap house for good. Like in my head, I now get, I put the trap in entrepreneur. Like I'm getting Central C, yeah? And I'm getting that kind of London road hood energy of coming from the trap, becoming an entrepreneur, leveling up in your life and career so you can stop trapping and walk away from guns and drugs and postcode war and gang related shit. Like you're moving on in the past. So it's been a long while since you started to move away and balance out your life, yeah? You started to really understand your relationship with your mother, the burdens that she caused you, the burdens that you had from an absence of a mother or too much motherly love, because mother can smother if it's too much. In the present moment, your life's lit. Sun card, nice. Real powerful. You got a lot going for you. You got big, I want to say you got big bollocks, but you got big brain. Most people haven't got brains. They've got bollocks and they can't back up their bollocks, yeah? Because they're really pussy. And what makes you different, that's what makes every neurodivergent individual different. Divergents really do have it going on. They can do it all. They are not capping. And it's hard for people to believe that a divergent person can do all of these things because they do things rapid. So that's ADHD, autism, that's someone on the spectrum. That's neurodiversity at its finest. Someone who is alternative in processing information, alternative functioning, yeah, human functioning, neurocognition, all of that is slightly different. You do a lot more than the average, yeah? You're really, really bright, you're really, really bubbly, you're really, really confident. And people can often take that and misconstrue that. Like, you know, a lot of people talk and can't back it up. Majority of people that are loudmouthed can talk all day but can't back it. A divergent individual can talk all day and back it. And that's what you're giving me. Not only that, the future, you are going to be made up. You are going to be so happy. And do you know what? That's the vision that the divine keep giving me right now is, you see the Ace of Cups, yeah? Along with the story I gave you about the trap house. The reason your victory in the future is going to be so bright is because, like I said, when Mother Gaia or God steps in and scoops you up higher on the tree of life, because the dark demonic energies are sitting in the trap house with the firearm waiting for you to pull back up, just stroking the pistol, praying and hoping you're going to come in, living dirty and trampy, sitting there, yeah? Sitting there on their deck chairs, just cooking up the crack, nothing else going for them in life at all, but they're stewing in the mind about what they're going to do to you. Because that vibration exists in the atmosphere, and that is Lucifer vibration, demon, dark, low vibe, God feels that, and God is saying, my child, I've got you. He's raising you higher. That's why we give thanks for the Wheel of Fortune in tarot. That's why we give thanks for the Death card in tarot. That's why we give thanks for the Devil card in tarot, because it shows us polarity, and it reminds us who we are and how we must always rise to the light. Yeah? And this is an interesting reading to do as well, because a lot of people sometimes, and with my image on the channel and who I am and how I talk, you wouldn't believe that I'm a light person and that I love God to the degree at which I do, because I will cuss a bad word at the same time. But that's because darkness is real. Darkness is real, and some of us have really been put in the trenches with dark. So it makes us stronger. We are children of the light. We are here for God. Allah, Ra, Krishna, Vishnu, Brahman, Radha, Kali Ma, Hanuman, Vishnu. We said Vishnu, and Krishna. Who's left? Throw it in the comments. Mother Gaia, call out the Palladians, the Arcturians. Who else do we want to bring to the party? Everyone's welcome. Bring the Oak Man, bring the Sage, bring the Shaman, bring the Seer, bring the talisman that you're wearing, bring your totem spirit animals, bring the fairies in, bring the Galactic Federation in. Furthermore, bring in the Intergalactic Fed. Who else is missing? Let me know in the comments. Horus. Saint Germain, where's the archangels at? Not to mention our ancestors and our passed on loved ones. No one's sleeping on you. No one. And that is what is beautiful for you, and that is what is going to accelerate you forward really fast. Because the dark ain't sleeping on you. They can't take their eyes off you. They're not blinking. Certain men are sitting at the front door waiting for you to walk back in. Little did they know you've exited the Truman Show for good. There ain't no trap in entrepreneur no more. King of Wands. The biggest thing affecting you, yeah? King of Wands energy, is you were showing up trying to be flossy. You were showing up with your chain, your bling. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, because this is a general reading. So take that as a metaphor. You were stunting with your stuff. So it might not be chains and bling and Fendi and Gucci, but your new sofa and your new dress code, your new venue, your new party, your new whatever it is, someone's seen it and they don't like it. And although it's just you being you, at a point you was flexing, be honest. Because they're giving me, you may not have had the big chain round your neck and the grills in and the big Little John cup, but you were still flexing. You were still flexing up in the club without being up in the club. Because people are jealous for the smallest of things. And what I have learnt more than anything else, yeah, when you feel jealousy and hatred on you, and you say to yourself, or to that person, why are you being jealous of me? I've got nothing. I've got nothing. Why are they being jealous of me when they've got more than me? I don't understand. Why are they hating on me so heavy when I've got nothing? They've got all the money and the lovely things and the luxury stuff. I don't understand why they're hating on me. How can someone hate on me so much when they've got so much more than me? I don't understand. Listen, they can see you. They can see where you're going. They can see your potential. They can see who you are becoming. That's why. That's the biggest tell you should really take heed of. I really look back and I go, oh, now I see why you was jealous. Now there's reason, yeah. There wasn't reason then. I didn't deep it. I was just living. Oh, you saw my worth before I did. Oh, snap. Oh, you've been jealous because you saw my growth. You saw me evolving. Fuck. I didn't even know I was evolving. I was just living. I was going through hell. I was going through spiritual warfare. I was trying to manage all my spiritual gifts and abilities. I didn't know I was looking lit like that to you, because I didn't even have all the stuff you had. Obviously, you can't have that conversation with this person because this person's sitting at the doorway with a strap waiting to blow your head off when you come through it. So, But you get what I mean? We're having that conversation now, and FBI, NSA, CIA, that's a metaphor. Chill. Remove my shadow ban. Remove my blanket ban. My collective need me. Let a bitch fly. For fuck's sake. Sorry, guys. I've got to stay on them. I know they're there. I know you're there. Okay. If you are questioning my sanity at this time, that is allowed. Please put your opinions in the comments. People love to diagnose people. Feel free to diagnose me. I would love to know what you do for a living. Share more, collective. Come on. If you're anything like me, you will have shit to say in the comments. Right. King of Swords following that. This is your vibration and frequency. It's nice. Because it shows me The interference in your reality is the showboating side of self. You flexing and you acting like you have more than you do, or you realizing you have a lot and being naive about it. Yeah? For me, I've gone through homelessness multiple times. Like, I went from homelessness in one instance, staying with family, but then going through that again because I wasn't feeling safe. So 2 incidents of homelessness whilst being a student and being a tarot reader and spiritual life coach, whilst doing research and building my own business, really struggling. I grew up with my dad in prison for most of my life. He came out for little spurts of time, but the majority of time my dad was in prison. And I really grew up in a home full of emotional abuse, neglect, a lot of psychological abuse as well, that I've had to work through, and dealing with my gifts and then being turned off for a window of time, then being activated again, also smoking weed to numb my gifts and clairvoyance from the age of 11, so really being a heavy smoker, cigarettes and marijuana, working through all of that stuff hasn't been easy, but not everybody sees that. No one knows that. So on the surface, people will just look at you and make a judgment. Your life's easy, or you have it all, or you're on social media, or on YouTube, you're talking and you're dancing, or you're dressed this way. Also, the way that I live my life, people didn't know how many jobs I had, freelancing here and there. Like, my friends even thought, oh, you just read tarot and you just play around on social media all day, So people didn't really value me or expect anything of me. And when they were working their standard 9 to 5s and working long hours for other companies, which I said I don't want to do, I don't want to be that way, I want to change my life. That's why I built my life independently for myself. There was resentment there that I didn't see. So how have you got to be able to buy nice things? How have you got money to go out and do stuff? How are you paying for all of this when you haven't even been working like us? You haven't seen me working. You haven't seen what I've done. You don't know the hundreds of freelance jobs I've done around the whole of London. You don't know about that. And I'm at uni full time. You don't know about that. And I'm actually homeless, bouncing around and still doing all of these things. And you're still begrudging me. I still live at home with my family. And you're still begrudging me and jealous of me. I'm trying to get my life together. Like people will judge you for the things that you're struggling through, The fact that I got myself together after homelessness and managed to get my own place and get myself back together, I was begrudged for it. You don't deserve that. You shouldn't have that. The jealousy and hatred. It's not my fault if you are struggling to pay your mortgage, or that I have a property that let's not even go there, but do you get what I mean? It's icky. Do you get what I mean? Like, you're resenting me. And what does God do every single time you do that? Because I've been through the struggle. You can't even put a little bit of respect on my name. My dad died of a heroin overdose 5 days after my nan's funeral whilst I was homeless. Suck my dick. I beg you, suck my dick. Now I've got a home, you're like, oh, I hope you struggle more. Oh, do you get what I mean? God forbid I show you my evolving environment. You've got to see me down and out to feel good. And when you're down and out, they will kick you when you're down and out. Imagine people waited such a long time for me to be down and out to kick me while I was there. Because when I was in the sun energy, they couldn't kick me. Neurodivergent, you can't affect me. Some people waited for me to be at my worst stage of grief, depression, and financial hardship, and really stuck the knife in then. Dug me out, came for me, ganged up against me, lied on me. They couldn't take me out any other way. They had to go out of their way to gang up and tear me down. Try and imprint negative shit on the psyche. But look who I am, and look who you are with the King of Swords. Who we're talking about your ability to be intelligent, wise, and throw all that shit to the side. A lot of you gave a lot of stuff back. A lot of you could have had a lot of stuff stolen from you. Clothes, money, food, belonging, and really important possessions as well. A lot of stuff stolen from you, or just not given back. Some people locking your stuff away, hiding it. As a result of all of this, you are now moving into a whole new era of life. This connection is so nice. Thank God this is real. Because this is not for entertainment purposes, guys, okay? Sick of all of you readers out there saying, this is just for entertainment purposes. No, it's not. This is not for entertainment. That's why it's got 0 views. We're not here to entertain. Are you not entertained? This is not entertainment, people. This is real life. My goodness, did you not hear the story? You are in the Truman Show. And you are Anna as double agent spy. Come on now. This is real. I mean, my goodness, I need to be careful with this content, but we're working through the paradigms. This is meant to be fun and entertaining and lighthearted and let your psyche flourish and explore the dimensions we all live in, from the light to the dark, in a more lighthearted way where we don't get too attached and too burdened and too aggressive and manipulated and controlled by a tarot narrative, because tarot can sometimes spin you in the worst of ways. So if we turn it into a movie, we turn it into a show, we turn it into a collective message and a general story, you can find resonance in it. It's like a folk tale and a Grimm's Brothers story, but in a modern day through TV tarot, okay? A bitch is trying, okay? A bitch is trying. It's taken me years to get here. Put some respect on a bitch's name and scream, Hermitologist, you are the bestest, in the comments, or something else a little bit more classy. Say you are divine, you are extravagant, you are it, Hermitologist. Louise, Amanda, Allen, you are a sensation. Feel free, flourish me up in the comments, people, okay? Now, the Lover's card on the way out the door is really gorgeous, okay? Let me just confirm that with you. Because whatever you want, yeah? Oh, it's awesome. It's giving me the genie from Aladdin, yeah? It's really going to me, you're going to get that wish. Whatever you really, really wish for, God's going to give it to you now, okay? That's why he keeps elevating you up and elevating you up and elevating you up and elevating you up. And if a lot of stuff in your life, natural world, hasn't really shifted and changed, but you've repeatedly evolved, that's God's plan, yeah? Because God is getting you up and up and up, nice and slow and steady, out of the peripherals of anyone else, yeah? Now they're showing me the vision of the eye, the all-seeing eye, that many people are intimidated by. But you're looking at the iris, the corneas, the whole construct of the eye, and the center point, the pupil, that is you. You are the pupil here, yeah? Funny that we have schools, students, pupils, and now we're bringing that right back to the eye. You see the symbolism and magic of word, yeah? Because the pupil is the eye, but the pupil is the student, you. And that's where we can find God in all things and you in all things, one and the same, isn't it? Because now you are at the center point. Once again, we're back with that unique alien in the middle of the yin and yang symbol for this channel. And you are shooting up and out of any grey area of reality and proving that you being you is enough. Whatever you've wished for, whatever you've been fighting for, whatever you believe your mission is in life, that is indeed your mission. Some of you are coming into union with another, but I want you to know that love of your life may be a business success. It may be a country that you move to. It may be a dream or idea. We all dream of things, yeah? We all have the wildest dreams. Never stop dreaming. Never stop believing, okay? Many of you, there's a lover, yeah? Okay, what's the time? Have we got time for this? My goodness, this is a long one, but this is a juicy one. If you're still here with me, hit like and subscribe, because this is not easy, guys. I'll tell you that now, right? I'll tell you that now, guys. I'll tell you, I'm working on beyond the clock on this one. I should have clocked off 20 minutes ago. Right, the lovers on this. Where am I? What am I saying? I'm getting sidetracked. The point here is our dreams have been evolving. And as they've evolved, our lives have evolved with it, but we have stayed stable, the pillar in our reality, the pillar in our dream. They're giving me how in 2016, the life I have today, I dreamed for all the way back then. I just wanted to be a tarot reader that could just read tarot for people, have a nice kind of hippie home that was uniquely mine, and I could do readings from my house and be that way. That was in 2016. That was my biggest manifestation. At that point, I was living in a tiny bedroom in a family home, right? Pre-university, pre-first class degree in bachelor's, child developmental psychology, pre any of hermitology.me. But I dreamed and I believed. And even today when I started this reading, the divine said to me, look at your life. We elevated you up so much because we didn't want you to settle for being just a reader in your house, reading tarot for £5 between what other spiritual use stuff you do. Because the first kind of spiritualist and medium I met, she charged people for like £5 for a reading, and all of it went to charity. And then she just worked for a living at like spiritual churches and communities, and she wasn't like a massive medium on stage or anything. She was quite a personal and quiet. She had her own private life. She just her and her husband, and she done £5 readings, and the £5 went to charity. So she was really just doing it for free. But you would be with her for ages, and she would show you so much stuff, and she would open up the portal to the other side, and family members and loved ones will come through, and there'll be really significant messages and beautiful ancient tarot decks she used. And that's when I just came online in adulthood, going through a lot, and I said, you know what, I would be happy with that life. Yeah, she had a lovely nice little flat husband, and it was just a nice little kooky house, and I wanted that for me. And now I've manifested that. But go to hermitology.me and understand that I am neuro fucking diverse, and look at all the other stuff I manifested. And all of that is protected and safe and loved by God and given to me because God loves me. And because all I wanted was something really simple and easy and light. But God just challenged me more and more, and I listened more and more. I believed more and more. And the enemy grew stronger and stronger and stronger and repeatedly tried to tear me down. And as a result, God said, my child, keep doing this for me, please. Keep shining the light on who you are. Keep being this integritous. Keep being this mouthy about it too. Don't hide back. Don't hold back from who you believe you are. Don't listen to what other people say. Don't let them tarnish you with the evil, dark Dementor brush because supposedly tarot's evil. Don't listen. You want to break the curse of tarot, and you want to bring some light and psychology to the way in which our minds work. You want to open up the conversation about clairvoyance and autism, and you want to question the DSM-5 TR and suggest it's not great and accurate when it doesn't account for someone like you. You're allowed. You're allowed, my child. Don't give up. So that's where I am today. And from my biggest wish being this house that I have now, and the ability to read tarot, I've got tarot all over the place, shelves everywhere, candles. It's so nice. It like I look at it and I'm like, whoa, I'm that person I wanted to be. Like I'm the person I wanted to be back then. But we grow and evolve, and we don't stop, because now my mission's even bigger. And now I have the School of Hermitology to develop even more. I've got this Hermitology Limited, her tech to evolve beyond that. And then beyond that, I still haven't got a husband and kids, and my body clock's ticking, so I also need all of that now. So there's more I want, and there's more I'm wishing for. And that's for you guys. I'm telling you this for you guys. Because please share yours in the comments. I would love you to share yours in the comments. I don't care how old this is. This is 10 years on, 20 years on, 30 years on, and you're only seeing this now. Share it in the comments, please. I want to hear. I want to know what your dream is, and I want to know what your wildest dream, what are all the things you want in your life? What are all the things you've manifested? Don't be concerned that they haven't come true yet. Don't worry if they will or won't come true. Don't worry about commenting on other people seeing it. You got to be safe and confident in your dreams and wishes, and own it and scream it to the universe. So use the comments section right now to scream what that dream is for you, because it's coming. So, because when I look at the Lover's card, it makes me so happy, because I see the genie from Aladdin, and the cheeky genie at that. But God's saying, this is no trick, my child. Your manifestation is in. You've already achieved the true awareness of who you are, and you've already escaped the matrix. You've already escaped this show and this illusion of life. You've walked out of the trap. You've walked out of the matrix. You've walked out of the rat race. You've walked out of a life you didn't want for yourself. You believed in you. So the love, the business, the career choice, the relationship with spirit is loudest for me. Love's loud, but your relationship with spirit is the loudest. And some of you guys, it's about building your very own unique community hub, your own ecosystem, your own mountain of nothingness. Wow. This reading, I'm wrapping up now. This reading is for everyone out there who really wants nothing. That's why I like it. Because I believe God has given me so much because I didn't really want anything. When I always talk about hermitology.me and what I've managed to build and create for myself in life, it's because I didn't really want it. I grew up for such a long time dissociating from money because money was used as an abusive weapon to me. Money was a really toxic, abusive tool in my life for a long time. So when I got to 2016, I stopped my relationship with money for a long time. And at that time, a lot of people were trying to use money against me and manipulate me. I understood how deeply toxic money was and how manipulated it was. I had a really negative, toxic relationship with money, not in spending it, but keeping it away from me. Everyone keep your money away from me. Keep your money, because I know what you're trying to do with that money. You're trying to manipulate me with that money. Everyone thinks that they're going to use their money to play me. And even as I've grown, the tactics have grown. People, oh, you don't want my money. People will throw money at your fucking face, sneak money in your letterbox under your door, slide money in your pocket just to say they gave it to you because you don't want it. I don't want your money. People are throwing it. Tell people you don't want your money. Tell a powerful person with a load of money who uses it for power that you don't want their money. They'll start throwing the shit at you, right? And you'll be like, get it away from me. I don't want your fucking money, throwing it at you. You can't get away from the stuff sometimes, especially when people use it as a control mechanism. I have had absolute class, honorary degree in stepping away from that money and currency and choosing to focus on God and spirit. And that's why I'm here now. And that's why the jealousy is loud. That's why the haters are real. Because while everyone else was looking at me thinking my life was going to blow up and crumble and I was going to suffer forever and never evolve, while they were busy growing, I was busy evolving, avoiding the currency. Yet my currency rate is up. Yeah. Damn. How she do that? How she get to this position in life? How's she here now when she ain't even been having money like that and we're all out here burning through it? That's why they're sitting at the door with the firearms waiting for you to come back in, acting like they're going to blow your brains off. They could never because they need your brains. You're the only brains they've got, unfortunately. That's why you've been trapped with them for so long. So we're going to leave it there. I hope that made sense because I went on a rant again. We be ranting over here. Freedom is a must. You have escaped the matrix. You are indeed lit. You have indeed hit like and subscribe. You are now typing in the comments section about what your wishes are. And you will be back tomorrow to watch the next video. Deuces.